So I wanted to first talk about REMAX's National Housing Report that came out for January. Year over year, from last January to this January across the country, REMAX saw sales prices increase by 8% and the number of transactions increased by 9%. Typically, and we saw this in our local statistics, you see kind of a slowdown in January compared to like a December, for example. January is usually one of the slower real estate months of the year. Across the country, though, we're seeing double-digit increases in median sale prices, as well as double-digit increases in the number of transactions and the drastic drops in inventory. Some examples of some of those markets across the country that are lacking inventory, according to REMAX, you have San Francisco, California, and Los Angeles, California, that have 1.1 months and 1.5 months of inventory. That is like an extreme seller's market. Denver, Colorado, 1.8 months of inventory. San Diego, 2.2. Washington, D.C., 2.2. Detroit, Michigan, 2.6. In terms of markets with large increases in the median sales price, San Francisco saw 39.2% gain, Atlanta 38, Detroit 31, Phoenix 29, and Las Vegas 28. So we're starting to see some improved real estate markets, not just locally. We've got some local factors, but also across the country. In terms of our local real estate statistics, I talk about these every month, and I think it's always important just to kind of get an indication of what we're seeing in the marketplace. But in January 2013, we had 1,603 sales, according to the Greater Tampa Association of Realtors, compared to 1,377 sales and 1,447 the last two Januaries, and then in January of 10, 1,175. So we had a very nice January compared to the last several Januaries. So year over year, our January looks way better than it did last year and the year before. Some other parts of the statistics, we did see a little bit of an increase in inventory. We were hovering around 3 months. We're now up to 4.1 months of inventory, so some more homes hitting the market. I'm going to talk about this a little later in the show, but more foreclosures hitting the market. And our market can actually take them right now. So, with the low inventories, 4.1 is still a seller's market, pretty healthy. Average days on market for a home to sell in Greater Tampa area is 78 days. Average sale price of $169,354, an average listing price of $176,412, with a differential between the selling and list price hovering right around 96%. So what's that mean to you? If you look at it year over year, last January, our average sale price is $145,000. So our market is in a mode where values are increasing, not dramatically like we saw during the boom, but values are starting to rise again. The markets have stabilized, low interest rates, low inventory. All these things are contributing to real estate values improving. Other things to look at, last January it took an average of 104 days for a property to sell. This year we're looking at 78 days on average, so homes are selling more quickly. And last January we had 8 months of inventory. This January we have 4 months of inventory. So again, you're dealing with lower inventories, homes selling more quickly, and homes selling for better prices. All in all, it sounds like everything's rosy in Tampa Bay. Now there's a kind of a dark side to that with some things that are coming down the line that could not necessarily throw the market back into negative territory, but could slow some of this growth because of a lot of things going on in the economy and a whole variety of different scenarios.